The final Sunday of the regular season as the Mets take on the Brewers, what was supposed to be the last day of the season and may or may not be.
If the Brewers want to create some chaos in this picture, they are going to try to win this game against the Mets and send them back to Atlanta.
The pitcher will be Colin Ray, and a last tune-up here for Colin Ray before the postseason run.
Yeah, he has been really good, whether he's going to be used as a starter or out of the bullpen. He's been pretty good in either spot.
There's ball 4, and Lindor's on with a walk. And now Jose Iglesias, who set a career high last night, hitting in a 19th consecutive game. And Lindor takes off first pitch. The throw to second by Haas is too late. So Lindor aggressive on the first pitch to Iglesias, steals his 28th base of the year, and the Mets have a runner in scoring position.
Bouncing ball to Adames. And across the diamond he goes. Close play. Bang, bang play.
Well, the Mets had runner at second base in the series a few times. They have not been able to have those situational ABs where he can get a run without getting a hit.
Brandon Nimmo 1 for 9 in this series, and he whacks one into center field for a base hit. Lindor to third. He's going to be waved around. The throw by Perkins hits the mound, and Lindor scores, and the Mets have the lead. Brandon Nimmo drives in the first run of the day. The throw by Perkins hit the mound, and Lindor was able to score, and the Mets have a 1-0 lead. Lindor scores his 104th run.
He crawls all the way. He couldn't get up there for a second. He just crawled to Vientos.
C-Ray deals, ripped to short, and a backhanded grab by Willie Adames to take a base hit away from Vientos. Hit that one right on the button, but a backhanded grab by Willie Adames.
Alonso swings and misses. Haas's throw is not in time. So the Mets with their second stolen base of the opening inning. 3-2 coming. And that's away, ball 4. And so the second walk of the inning by Ray gives the Mets 2 aboard with 2 out for Martinez.
This would be a wonderful time for JD to break out.
Carlos Mendoza said before the game, this is the reason why we got a guy like JD Martinez for games like this. And yes, he's 0 for his last 35, but he's going to get a crack at it.
2-2 coming. Swinging a drive. Well hit to center. Perkins going back. Onto the track with room. Makes the one-hand catch. And that retires the side. But the Mets do take the lead.
Meanwhile, David Peterson goes for the Mets, the biggest start of his life.
And he's been a good, solid starting pitcher for them all year.
Slap to third. Nice play by Vientos. Now has to get up from his knees, and the low throw handled by Alonso stays on the bag. Tremendous play at both ends. Vientos with the stop and then the recovery, and Alonso with the pick, and they get Terang for the first out.
Churio, little tapper. No chance here. Churio legs it out for an infield hit.
The pitch. That's too high, and he walked him. Free ride for Willie Adames.
And the Brewers have runners at first and second with 1 man out, and Jake Bauers is coming up.
And Bauers grounds one down to first. Alonso goes to second, gets the out there, and Lindor will hang on to it. Churio goes to third. Strikes out Haas to end the inning. Good backdoor slider by Peterson to put an end to the bottom of the first.
1 down, and Francisco Alvarez will be next.
Alvarez 0 for 2 in this series. Came off the bench last night. He lines one into right center for a base hit. Alvarez is aboard with a 1-out single.
On the ground, Joey Ortiz to second, out to first. Not in time. What a play.
You know, the way he bounces up and throws a strike over to Terang, I mean, that's incredible. Took a tricky hop on him, and look at the throw. I mean, this defense that they have been showing this year has been unreal.
It's Jose Iglesias leading it off.
And he lines one the other way, and he's got a 20-game hitting streak. Unreal. The first 20-game hitting streak for a Met since Wilson Ramos in 26 straight games. JD Martinez leads off against Colin Ray, 0 for his last 36. Ground ball behind third and hits the bag and goes down the line, and JD has broken his offer. He's going to dig for second. The throw coming in, not in time. JD Martinez with help from the third base bag snaps that insidious 0 for 36, and he's got himself a leadoff double in the 4th.
Third base bag is friendly for the Mets this month.
And Marte drops down the bunt. It's a beauty. Ray throws to first just in time. So it's a sacrifice for Marte. A fine play by Ray just to get the out. And now Martinez at third with 1 away.
Brings up Alvarez now.
And the curveball drilled to left field. That's down for a base hit. Martinez will walk on in. Francisco Alvarez with his second hit of the day drives in a run, and it's 2-0 New York.
Alvarez's second hit, and the Mets tack on another. On a day where they win, the Diamondbacks lose, and they're in. The Mets are up early.
Another breaking ball, and that's lined into left field for a base hit. Alvarez to second, third hit of the inning for New York. And they've all been well struck.
Back-to-back singles by the 8 and 9 hitters to set up Lindor, who's coming up.
That's lined into right field, a base hit for Lindor. Alvarez digging for third. He's being waved home. Chourio unleashes the throw. It's cut off. On to third goes Taylor. Francisco Lindor drives in a run. It's 3-0 New York. And the Mets have come to hit today. Lindor at first already has a steal today, and he takes off first pitch. The throw to second by Haas, not in time. 29 stolen bases for Lindor, his second of the day. One shy now of another 30-30 season.
Runners at second and third. Starling Marte coming up.
And now Starling Marte is going to be intentionally walked ahead of Francisco Alvarez.
Try to set up a double play chance around the diamond. Bases will be loaded.
And Alvarez gets a breaking ball and flies it out to left. That'll get a run in at least. Collins back near the fence to make the catch. Tagging the third is Vientos. He'll come in on the sacrifice fly by Alvarez, who didn't miss a grand slam by much, but he gives the Mets a 4-0 lead.
Now Joey Ortiz
With a man on at first.
Ground ball. Peterson losing his 6-6 gets the out at second, and Lindor turns it over for the 1-6-3 double play. Neatly done.
Brewers done in the fifth. Well, we go to the sixth inning.
Colin Ray is going to negotiate a fourth time through the Mets batting order. Just now action starting to stir in the Milwaukee bullpen. Francisco Lindor, a single and a walk, 2 stolen bases, and RBI today. Lindor cranks one to deep right field. Chourio back near the wall. It's out of here. Francisco Lindor clobbers a home run, his 32nd of the year to make it 5-0 New York. And it looks pretty healthy. And it looks like the Mets MVP is back for real. Big day for Lindor, big day for the Mets when they needed it the most.
It'll be David Peterson continuing for the Mets as we go to the bottom of the 6th.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Up and in with a fastball. 5 strikeouts for Peterson. 1 away. Jackson Chourio coming up.
Swing and a miss, and Chourio is down on strikes. 6 Ks now for Peterson.
Adames still an RBI shy of the franchise record for RBIs by a shortstop. Bet on himself and is going to go into free agency with his best year of his career.
Adames chops it softly to the shortstop, Lindor. He's got the play, and it's a 1-2-3.
JD Martinez against Hobie Milner on for his first clean inning and got the final out of that 6th behind Colin Ray.
I think I saw Pat Murphy talking to the home plate umpire. He might be taking Adames out of the game. And this would be the time to do it. A line drive right at him. Adames makes a play, and Pat Murphy lets Monasterio know it's his turn. And this is going to be the end of the regular season for Willy Adames. A ceremonial exchange here.
Yep. This crowd is starting to realize what's happening right now.
Yeah.
And applauding accordingly. And there are some rumors that this may have happened earlier in the ball game, but for Willy Adames, wanted to play a couple of extra innings. He comes out, gets a standing ovation from the crowd. There's more games for him coming in Milwaukee. That's the beauty of it. Playoffs coming Tuesday, Wednesday, and potentially Thursday if necessary. But for what Willy Adames has done for this organization and for this city, really great opportunity to show the appreciation of the fans and the fans their appreciation for him.
And David Peterson has pitched. He's allowed just 1 hit and no runs. Takes 83 pitches into the bottom of the 7th, facing lefty Jake Bauers.
And a half swing, and Bauers went around for strike 3, and that's 7 strikeouts now for David Peterson. And Collins takes strike 3 call, and Peterson caps off 7 scoreless innings with his 8th strikeout of the day. When the Mets needed it most, David Peterson turning in a gem today.
Peterson's start today is the kind of start where your teammates will forever look at you differently.
What do you mean by that?
You know, they know he has talent, but when it's on the line and you got to have it, and they know it and he knows it, and he delivers a performance like that, they look at you in a whole different light, like he's one of the guys.
Edwin Diaz comes on to pitch for the Mets.
We thought perhaps he'd be held at least until there was a threat, but they're going to go right with Diaz. Monasterio down on the slider, and Diaz has the first out in the bottom of the 9th.
3-2. Payoff pitch. Down and in, ball 4.
And he walks Bowers, so a one-out base runner for the Brewers. And now Garrett Mitchell is going to bat for Eric Haas. And he struck him out, got him with a slider. 2 men down. So the Brewers are down to their final out. Now Isaac Collins will try to put this game to bed and get the Mets to Atlanta with 1 more left to win. He struck him out, and the ball game is over. The Mets finally beat the Brewers in their final try, and in all probability, they will be heading to Atlanta tomorrow, needing to win 1 more game to get into the postseason in 2024. David Peterson was brilliant. The Mets scored early and often, and the Mets beat the Brewers 5-0.